Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mario here, and I'm Sonic the Hedgehog here. We're back from the Maxi Toys, and welcome back to more Let's Play of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, obviously for the Nintendo Wii. So last time we actually done the first half of World 1, where we actually did battle with Larry Cooper for the first time, and today for this episode we're about to be hopefully finishing World 1 up. So yeah, so that's meaning that we'll come across into those newer type of levels that we actually about to come across. So yeah, after all that, since we actually done the first half of World 1 already with no deaths whatsoever so far. So yeah, before we continue on, we'll just show you what these Toad Houses can do. That, first of all, we'll enter is the Red Toad House, and just like how it does it in the new Super Mario Bros. On the DS, is the fact that we can actually get some power-ups in here. However, though, we're going to be doing as a different gimmick this time around, rather than just to pick it from the roulette block. Instead, we can actually play a mini-game or something like that, such as like flipping these panels. If you match those certain amount of items in two, then if you match two of these items all at once, then you actually get yourselves an item. So basically it's summed up like this. If we actually match up just a regular mushroom, then we can actually get ourselves a mushroom. But if we match the propeller mushroom, then we can obviously get one. So, and the list goes on. So if you can tell that you could actually press the 1 button so that you can actually access to the items menu. So you can actually carry all 7 of those power-ups. So if you're actually a bigger fan of New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, I'm sad to say that the Mega Mushroom and the Blue Shell does not make a return in this game. So at least the Blue Shell does come back and doesn't make a comeback on Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. And the Mega Mushroom will actually make its own return from New Super Mario Bros. 2 eventually. So at least if you want to notice that already. Alright, so we got ourselves the Starman. Well, basically we actually got that from is basically we come across into a new type of Toad Houses, which was a Starman Toad House. If we manage to enter that particular Toad House, then we can actually get ourselves a free Starman. So that will add up to our item boxes. So yeah. Alright, so here we go with level 1-4, and then as you probably expected, we have ourselves an underwater level, just like how it does in the predecessor, so yeah. And then just like how it does it on, even though we don't have an always-growing level this time around from the get-go, so at least that was a big plus on that book. So at least even then in the original New Super Mario Bros. Game, that usually we did have an always-growing level to begin with here. So yeah, we have ourselves Cheeps that are back and forth here, so you guys should know how to defeat them while just using a fire flower to actually kill them, or you can actually freeze them to death, and then eventually if they start to actually shake up, especially noticeable in these water levels, like as you can see right there, as soon as it touches the ceiling, if they actually go stuck in this little ice cube, then it'll just actually get killed to death. So that's actually pretty handy, especially noticeable when we're actually trying to deal with some star coin locations, or stuff like this. So the first star coin you only have to do is just freeze an enemy, and then if you actually go on top of the ice cube, as soon as you actually avoid those, pipe blowers right here, which in this case are rapid blowers, because usually it's like send you of which direction you'll be going from, if dependent of such. Now, what makes the ice flower so cool when you're actually trying to freeze up the origins, as you can see, that as soon as they actually sleep, they don't do anything, but they can actually block a pipe reef blowers. So that's actually pretty handy if you're actually trying to deal with this little star coin, and especially the next one we'll be about to be hit into. So basically, the whole entire premise of getting the star coins wise in this particular level is basically using the ice flower at all times. So yeah, there's the second star coin, and the third and final star coin, as what Mario suggested, is that we need to freeze the urchins right here, and then you have to aim your ice flower just at the right time, so that if you actually do that, as you can see on the footage on screen, and if you let the origin just sit in there, and then we can actually get us this third and final star coin. So pretty simple and easy if you kind of think about it. So, yeah. That's all there is to notice on that, these types of water levels in this game. But there was actually a new type of enemy we come across into the Mario universe, and that will have to be the clamshells. They'll actually come if you remember the clamshells from Super Mario 64, which is especially noticeable if you're actually trying to find those little hidden goodies like the green shell from Jolly Roger Bay, and heck, even the red coins for that matter. Then, if you actually go ahead and just stand right towards it, or in this case, stand on the clamshell for too long, if they're trying to shut you, then, or in this case, just about to close you and trying to seal you up, technically it'll make you hurt, so you don't want to stand onto the clamshell for too long. So, anyway, let us move on. So, as far as I said before, that we actually come across into this new obstacles in this game, specifically in this game, and eventually New Super Mario Bros. U as well. These are the enemy courses, and basically all you have to do, well, in this particular enemy course, all you have to do is pretty simple. Basically, we have to collect 8 of those Toad marbles as soon as you can. And then if you collect all 8 of them, well, Toad actually appears in the treasure chest, and he will give you free super mushrooms. So, now since we actually got the, free mushrooms now, so I think we actually got about, roughly, 4 super mushrooms for now. So, at least even then, that it can be pretty handy for us anyway, to actually get some more of those super mushrooms if we actually get into the hardest parts of the game. So, anyway, we're about to be heading to this, red Toad house again, but this time we're gonna be, getting, as usual, some more power-ups. So, I'm hoping we can actually get ourselves a propeller mushroom, because even then the propeller mushroom is actually probably one of my favorite power-ups in this game. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're about to get these either 2 of the Bowsers, or especially the Bowser Juniors, then the game is over. So I just want to let you guys know that. So it depends on if you actually get either the 2 of the exact same icons for either Bowser Jr. or especially Bowser. So, yeah, that's how this minigame goes. So, which one should we do first here? The top one or the bottom? Let's go for the top one first, because this we're about to be headed to is level 1-5. Because, you know, we're about to be going in these levels in particular in the chronological order in terms of how the numbers actually placed out. So, here we go, onto this little mushroomly platforming level. So, technically, that's what this is going for, just like how it does in the New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. That, as usual, that, we actually going to be takes place in the skies. So, yeah, I think this is all this is going for, really. The reason why we actually go in here, because this is the way you find yourselves a first star coin, so it's pretty simple kind of think about it. At least if we actually get ourselves a propeller mushroom with us, so yeah, as much as the fact that we can actually use this thing, which may actually become twice as easy if you actually come across into these levels like these, for instance. And yeah, there's another type of motion control, shake the Wii remote type of gimmick. Here we have ourselves some little screws, which if we actually shake the Wii remote many times, then we're pretty sure that'll actually divide the mushroom platforms, but mainly the purple ones mostly. So they're basically pretty much some little scale platforms, as you can probably guys can tell already from the original New Super Mario Bros. Game on during in level 3-2. That you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyways, so let's go ahead and we lost the power up. That's kind of stupid if you ask me. I wonder if there's gonna be inside in this little block right there. So I'm hoping this will actually be like this. I guess there isn't. So I'm hoping, although technically we did got a checkpoint though, so at least we need to actually get ourselves a, well, propeller mushroom back, so, but at least we could actually grab those 8 red coins and whatnot, so yeah, for those 8 red coins, you know exactly what this actually does, is that if you collect all 8 of them, it'll actually send the power up for you, so, you know. Just like every single Mario game seems to do nowadays, doesn't it? Well, at least the fact that since during the, I think it's the first time I've actually done this on, since, Super Mario 64, so, yeah, I guess it feels pretty much similar for that regard. As well as he does it for, Super Mario Sunshine, and, plus some of the later games as well, like, although, granted, in the Super Mario 3D Land, it only gets like 5 of those red coins, though, so I think that's the only differences between it, quite a few changes throughout. But anyway, that does it for this level. Now we're gonna go down, and we're about to be approached to level 1-number 6. So, rather than just actually put in some letter-based levels, unlike the predecessor, but instead it's just heavily based on numbered, based levels. So, that's basically where we can go here. Alright, so this level's gimmick is that we can actually go run and traverse through these little hills, or rolling hills, rather. So, I kinda like this level, actually. It's just, like, it feels more like a bit of a fun-paced one, so... And yeah, there's the first star coin right there. You can simply just jump onto the, paratrooper, and that's all you do here. Assuming if you actually get your bounce height just right, so... Yeah. Alright, so we can actually go ourselves a roulette block, and let's see what item we can get, and we got ourselves a propeller mushroom! Hooray! We love the propeller mushroom. Alright, so right off the bat, there's a second star coin just right over there, so you guys should know what this was going for, so... And for the third and final star coin, it's basically you have to go through here and enter this pipe down here. There it is. There's the last star coin, which basically it'll summons these Goombas out of the pipes. So, even though unfortunately though we haven't sort of paid attention to that, because even then they just pop out, just in case if they're actually trying to get us though. Come to think of it. Alright, there's the fire flower right there, so we need to actually demolish these little, pathetic enemies. Ah, darn it! Why does Goombas every single time when they're trying to catch us off guard? Well, I have no idea, Sonic. Probably they just pop out of nowhere from those pipes. So I think they actually repeatedly trying to summon these, Goombas from the pipe. Just only one pipe in particular, so, yeah. Hooray! That concludes that level, so we only got about one level to go in World 1, so even then, that World 1 is actually a pretty simple and easy world. Especially if you're actually trying to get used to what these new types of gimmicks in this game. So, you know. Alright, let's head into the castle itself, and as you can tell, there's an airship, trying to fly around the castle itself, meaning that we need to actually... go ahead and try to demolish, Larry Koopa for a second time. So, usually we have to fight those Koopalings, like, twice in each world. So, yeah, that's basically what we can do in this, these particular, situations like this. So, alright, so here we have those, gears that we can actually hop into. So, that's basically how this level's gimmicks goes. So, even then it's just in the 2D plane, so yeah, on a in this case 2.5D platforming after all. I believe there might be something in up there, but I think I need to double check it just a second. Oh, okay. So if you hop into that gear over there, you can actually discover something pretty hidden. Well, first of all, there's some coins at the top there, including a propeller mushroom too. And if you hit these two brick block, that will actually send us a 1-ups. So that would be pretty cool if you actually get those 1-ups quite easily too. Yeah, no, especially consists of you actually trying to find a whole bunch of coins in this little type of game. So yeah, there's not much else we can do for that part. And then, if we approach to this checkpoint, we actually have an introduction to the new latest design of those farms. Now, rather than just actually putting a little flat corners, instead they actually become a dangerous, fearsome enemy. Now they actually have some spikes into them. Yeah, because if you remember from the minigame called called Thwomper Room from Mario Party 9, that these thwomps, especially when it comes to they have some spikes on them, they are extremely dangerous because usually they're quite spiky and quite quickly. So yeah, that's how they actually just I really like how the new looks of that for that dog. there wasn't until Super Mario Galaxy 2 that the Womp design is actually quite unique and quite looks different too. Yeah, especially consists of that that in some of the older Mario games, at least in the past entries, that usually actually, I don't know. Anyways, there's the last star coin. All you have to do is just activate the P-switch, and then once you actually grab it, just be quick, just in case you don't accidentally touch the lava, because obviously lava will try to kill you, so you seriously don't want to touch that at all times. So that's basically what we can get. I just need to double check what's in these little hidden blocks. In fact, there aren't any, so it's just basically this brick block right on the left, and that's all there is to it. Alright, so here we go with Larry Koopa for a second time as far as the rematch against him, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, hey Kamek. Or in this case, Magic Koopa. What's he doing? Oh, I see what you're trying to do here, Kamek. It's the fact that not only do we have to deal with the Koopalings for a second rematch, but I think it also involving some different gimmicks too, like this little shifting, slowing, little platforms right there, alternating from up and down and just stuff like that. So, just like Odessa, we actually did fight him from the first time, he's pathetically easy, so... And yeah, every time when you're trying to defeat the Koopalings, or in this case specifically the rematch against with the Koopaling, then you can actually grab with one of your keys, which does remind me of related to Super Mario 64 when you beat Bowser. Alright, so the first world has been done, so let's go ahead and save Princess Peach and just jump onto the airship and... Why are you standing there? Oh, don't tell me you have to wait for another day in order to save Princess Peach. It's almost like a reference to Sonic 06 all over again, like Sonic is actually waiting for Princess Elise. But even then, that's completely a rip-off for that regard. Yeah, every time when you collect all of these star coins in every single levels in specific worlds, you get yourselves this message. You got all of the star coins in World 1. So yeah, in this meaning that we've entirely completed World 1, 100% of it. So now we're heading to World 2, which takes place in a desert. As you probably expected by now. Now this map layout is actually quite different compared to World 1. That, you remember how in World 1 that the design layout is actually in the horizontal position? And in this world, we actually get ourselves a vertical design of the map. So we'll explain more on that until in the next video. So, yeah, next time on Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. Wii is that we're about to be doing World 2. So see you guys next time. Later, fellas.